And hey guys, how are you guys doing today? It's Profilo here. So I want to bring back a topic that I've talked about before, um, which is repair costs or cost in general. So repair costs in War Thunder has been a problem for a long time, and War Thunder's way to do it is by basically having the mentality of that if you run a great risk or if the vehicle is good, it can bring you in a lot of money. Or if I may, silver lines, as you can see up here. I have over 7 million, so it ain't really a problem for me. But down in the bottom there, you can see where just on the backups and such, you can see max repair cost. That is what my max repair cost is costing right now. As I get it modified way more, it will cost more and more, and it is different from vehicle to vehicle. So as you can see down in the bottom of that, when I have that installed, the max repair costs gets added with 94, and with parts it gets added with 63, and horizontal drive 94, and so on. With anything that really is or can be installed in it, as engines, transmission, filters, suspension, brake, fire prevention, extinguishers, adjustment of fire elevation mechanism, and such, your vehicle gets more expensive. And one of the absurd, if I can say that way, cases of that is with the J21A2. Now, the J21A2, as you can see down in the bottom, right down here, I'm playing realistic battles for most part. I don't really like arcade battles, as I did back in the day, so I play realistic or simulator battles. Now, if I go into this, you can switch all of these different down here. It costs less, and the same with arcade. But for realistic battles, nearly 20,000 in repair cost. And as you can see, I got a fully upgraded. It isn't stock. If you don't know what stock means, it basically means that you got no modifications in it at all. So mine is nowhere near stock. And some of these parts wasn't even that expensive in the start. When I first got it, it cost around 12,000. That is also a case where we have seen with the Lorraine 42, which I've done an earlier video on, with repair costs, and it is just straight up absurd. With Guardians thinking of that with great risks or with great yeah, the best way I can say it is that down the bottom you can see reward. For planes, the reward is higher. Especially with silver lines, and you can also see it on the J21A2. The reward timed up for the J21A2 is 390%, which it's a lot for 3.3. You can see here a 6.7 doesn't even have that. Not even Sweden's top tier J35D has that much. So that kind of means if you want to grind with the Swedish, you'll have to use this one. But it ain't really that simple because of that. In all of this, you also have to understand your vehicle. Tank, plane, boat, helicopter. If you don't know it, you're not going to be effective in it, in a certain vehicle. And that is the case, as you can see, J21A2 and A21A3 is at the same BR 3.3. But the majority of the money is way different. They cost way less. There we go. They cost way, the A21A or the A21 costs way less, and that is also the case with the J21A1, which you can see here 6,000, but that is at a battle rating of 3.3, and it's just in general a big problem. I don't really understand why Gaijin has to do all of this stuff where they bring in these absurd means of kind of balancing the BR. That is what they're trying to do. They're trying to balance out. Because of that, the J21A2 is a very good vehicle, but it's not going to outturn many of its opponents at 3.3, because even though that it has a turn time fully upgraded at 20 seconds. And the rate of climb isn't really too bad either, but I've seen better. And if I want to use any J21 of that, this is a ground attacker. I wouldn't really call this a fighter. It is both a fighter and ground attack plane. The J21A1, I would say that you'll be nearly more effective in that than that. You'll gain way more money with this than the J21A2, mainly because of that if you lose the J21A2 in difference of the J21A1, you're going to be spared nearly 13,000 just in that death alone. 13,000 silver lines. And that is also something that new players need to be observing. If how big is the repair cost? How much is it going to be in the future? Because of that, I know for damn sure when I started out with J21, it cost me around 12,000, which I could go with that. And then it just got more and more and more. That is the same case with the Lorraine 40T. And another case of this, just a bit different, is the Swedish 6.7. Now, as you can see, I've lately just gotten this 7.7. Max repair cost for it right now is 6,614, and that ain't fully upgraded, as you can see in here. But I know for damn sure it will not even come close to other tanks. This is the Stridsvagn 81, or STRV 81, as it's mostly known. Not even fully upgraded. Not even fully upgraded. And it's at 12,430. I would for damn sure rather be up at a higher BR, where I have the same skills, and know about the same, than I will at down a 6.7 with a tank that costs nearly the double of what a 7.7 tank costs. And that is also a major problem. Because of that, as you can see, you're actually going to get way more research. For example, with the STRV 101 than the STRV 81. The reward for the STRV 81 is 184 with the research points, and the Silver Lines reward is 150. It's 150 with Silver Lines on the STRV 101 as well, so you're pretty much going to kinda get, or you are pretty much going to get the same amount of money if you kill a tank or not with these two individual tanks. If it's a 7.7 or 6.7 BR battle that you're in, you're going to get the same amount of money out of the tanks, as far as I know. But the difference is, I'm able to research more with the STRV 101 than I am with the STRV 81, because that it got a 12% higher reward or research points reward for each battle or for each kill that you get. Now, if we take a look at the Lorraine 40, I haven't played in a while. It isn't really me. 11,000. for realistic. So, and that is also where this comes in. War Thunder likes to sit around and play with the tanks. They don't balance it immediately. They like to sit and play with it. They change it here and there when it comes out, or it's super cheap, and that is mainly because of that they want more people to kind of research towards it. Some people actually buy Golden Eagles to where then are able to boost. If I'm going for this, I'm able to boost research. If I have Golden Eagles and convertible RP research points, convertible research points. And I can say they like to sit around do that. But the meanings of that is that if you go in and buy Golden Eagles, this is euros. Run 150 Golden Eagles, €1. And it just rises from there. That is a meaning for Gaijin Entertainment to actually make money on it. I have nothing against Gaijin Entertainment, but I do mainly think that they should fix some of it. And there has also been a lot of cases with premium where they make it cheap as hell in the start with the repair cost. As you can see, if I am to buy 10,000 Golden Eagles for €66, which will never happen, and I then go and buy the MX-13 SS11, I have 30 free repairs. After that, I'll have to pay this repair cost, which is 4,300, and this is a light tank at 6.7, so that is mediocre. That is okay with me, but it could be lower. What Gaijin then starts to do is that when a premium vehicle comes out, the repair cost is lower. It is lowest, and as time goes on, it rises slowly. And that is a meaning for them to earn money because of that. Players think, okay, oh, it's cheap in battle after these 30 repairs, free repairs, then it's going to be cheap. And then as time goes on, it just rises. So the max repair cost on the AMX 13 SS11 could have been 3,000, 2,500 when it came out, and then just went up to 4,300. And that is a big problem with Gaijin Entertainment. And I saw a comment today with the G55 with the Italians. Let me see here. That it should cost, and yep, he was right. G55. Now let's review how effective it is. The turn time of it is 21.6 from scratch, basically stock, which is an okay amount of turn time. Not bad, not good, the best, but it's okay, it's mediocre. The required RP for it is 40,000 research points to get it. Price is 150. Crew train is 43k. And you, as normal, when it's the normal vehicles that you're able to research, you have the free repairs of 10. Now, max repair cost 20,000 silver lines. Yep, 20,000. I got a comment on that yesterday, and I actually first checked it out now. And this is where Gaijin makes it. If you can see down in the bottom of that little card on right there, you can see the reward for research points is 154. And then for silver lines, it's 400. That is a lot. And that is the way that they balance it. If you're able to get a lot of money in, then it will cost way more. Which I don't really understand. And that is basically the way that they're balancing the BRs. Now, I won't take too much of your time left, especially because of that I have to do something myself. But I really hope that this is an insight for you. Um, and that you'll, if you're a new player to Warzone, of course, that you'll be more observing about the vehicle that you are researching. Another case of this with tanks, for example, is the T-32 American heavy tank, which sits at 7.3, 12,000. And as you can see, the reward is only 150 for silver lines, 150%, which isn't an awful lot when you take into consideration that the max repair cost is 12,000, and if you want a free repair, then it's 12 days. That isn't a lot. Then you're only going to be able to play with it 2 matches a month, which racks up to 24, maybe 30 matches a year if you don't have that. And for a player like me that has played for a lot of years now, it isn't a tank that I would pull out, even though I know how to play it or something, because of that, if I die, I'm not aware if we're getting spawn camped because of all of the fast vehicles that is in game. I'm not aware if we get spawn camped, or if I get outflanked by a fast vehicle, or just if I come up to a tank that can pen my front armor and kill me in one shot. I don't want to pull out that kind. If I know how to counter every single tank that I meet that I can face with it, sure, but I don't really want to do that. And just the repair costs also give me less motivation to play it. But yeah, that was it for today. I just want for you guys that are new to the game to kind of be observant about this problem that Gaijin has. I hope that it helped you out a lot. And I'll see you next time. This is Proflow. And as always, stay low with the flow to keep pro. And I'll see you next time. Peace.